Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power. As always, giving the honor to the Creator, the ancestors, my sister, Chief of Staff Harris Abdul, my father, my in-laws, all my subscribers and followers. And what I wanted to discuss today briefly is a few things. One of the things to acknowledge, all of my subscribers, that are very, very concerned, that watch the videos, those who are subscribers and those who are not subscribers. A shout out to my brother Julius, shout out in Hoteps to Julius and his family, shout out in Hoteps to all my subscribers. Y'all keep up the good work. Keep on standing strong, because truly, I know that one day we will have liberation and salvation. It may not come through our eyes. I may not be able to see it through these eyes, but hopefully, if not these eyes, my grandbaby's eyes, or great and beyond. But liberation will come. Slowly but surely, we are picking up the pieces that will contribute and that is necessary for our liberation. That we have to eliminate, some things we have to incorporate, and a lot of things we have to initiate. So, with consistent work, more and more people are going to become conscious, because things are going to get worse. Shit is going to get more fucked up and fucked up and fucked up before it gets better. If you notice, a lot of our brothers and sisters are leaving this earth, in the physical form that they are currently in, at a rapid rate as a result of health issues, police brutality, nutricide, which Dr. Africa has the book called Nutricide, where food is a weapon, a military weapon now, where it used to be an enjoyable delicacy, has become a military weapon now. Sex has become a military weapon. Violence has become a military weapon. Drugs have become a military weapon. Prescription and street. Let me repeat that. Prescription and street has become a military weapon used for the annihilation of people of color. And when I say people of color, I'm not just talking about I'm not doing the multicultural shit. When I say people of color, I'm talking about the black race. Because we have to begin to do things for ourselves first, instead of looking out for everybody else, and we always end up on the back burner. We have to become first and foremost, because every other race is first and foremost when they have an issue or they are on a particular mission. They put themselves first. Anything else is secondary. We have to use that same approach. We have to use that same dedication and determination in order for us to have liberation. The buck and the bullshit needs to stop. Now, I want to send this out. It's a guy that I was watching for a while by the name of Poppy. I was a devoted listener and follower and subscriber of this brother, until I found out later on, listening to one of his videos, watching and listening to one of his videos when he had a issue with the brother Kev Gills and said that he would molest and fuck his 12-year-old son, his 12-year-old daughter, and his babies, and their brother's babies. He was very explicit with this, and from that point on, I had to let that brother go because he's sick. You know, and I'm talking about the brother that supposedly had been violated by Africa Bambaataa. You know, that after he was violated by Africa Bambaataa, he went back to Africa Bambaataa. And then not only that, when Irritated Genie, brother Irritated Genie, shout out to Irritated, and other brothers went and set it up where all they needed was his consent to prosecute Africa Bambaataa, he reneged on it and said he didn't want to prosecute the man. But yet he talks about him every day and talks about child pedophilia. So, you know, I'm not mad at the brother because I understand the mental illness that he's working with. But I no longer can deal with that, you know, and put my energy into somebody that will say something like that about children. So, you know, and that's just part of the things that we need to clean up within the black and the so-called conscious community. You know, these things have to be cleaned up. So, you know, the so-called conscious community, whereas the conscious community, so-called conscious community, has the ability to touch millions of our brothers and sisters, young and old, young and elders. Yet, it appears that a lot of them have taken that opportunity, that divine opportunity that they have been granted by the Creator and the ancestors who opened the portals up for them to do that. They prefer to profit than to liberate. So, and that's not everybody. That's just a few. That's just a few. And hopefully that will straighten up, because I'm not into going on bashing people and things of that nature. Because if you are conscious or have the conscious information, use it to help the brothers and sisters out here who are asleep, who are comatose, who, if they were to become conscious, could be a major threat to the system of racism, white supremacy. And so that's why I devote my time, I devote and dedicate myself, because at some point, hopefully, enough people will get the information and become conscious and begin to change a lot of things that they're doing and become a threat and participate in the annihilation of white supremacy on this planet. Because people in London, people in Brazil, people in Barbados, people in Ecuador, people in Egypt, Kemet, people in Jamaica, people in Haiti, and all over South America, as well as the motherland, has this same problem with the system of racism, white supremacy, white imperialism, and by no process, because we need a rapid process of Pan-Africanism. Zbigniew Brzezinski said it in his book, that the greatest threat to genetic white and genetic white annihilation is Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism. In the diaspora, we actually need to collaborate, link up, and begin to put in work. To begin to make England's black problem our black problem. Make Jamaica's black problem our problem. And vice versa. Then we can begin. Besides everyone wanting to be a celebrity and a superstar. And go down, instead of going down in history as a freedom fighter, you prefer to go down as a celebrity. And we got to get out of that mindset. And so the celebrities and athletes, let me tell you something about a lot of those brothers. A lot of them know, and they have, conscious information, but they are afraid to step out because no one is backing them. And the greatest fear is when an athlete or entertainer has to go in foreclosure on their mother's house or their parents' house. Real revolutionary, he'll deal with the rest of the shit as long as his parents are okay, and his children. And so, our sisters have been trained through movies, through the Players Club, through all types of movies, and this women's led bullshit. This I don't need a man fucking, insanity. That they have made a division between the black man and the black woman. Where the black woman sees the black man, rolls her eyes, sucks her teeth, with her stilettos on, with the lipstick on, with the wig on, dressed like a transvestite, dressed like a faggot. And if you don't believe me, do it, do the work, and you will see. When a lot of you sisters put that shit on, you look like a faggot. And that goes all the way back to the Roman Empire, where the men used to dress up as women, and that used to arouse the Roman men in the Colosseum. Same way with the Greco-Roman wrestling. When one guy has another guy on the ground, he's on top of him, and the Roman men in the Colosseum are cheering. They're getting erections, screaming. They got their leather skirts on with the leather sandals on, with the straps going up to their knees. With the cut off leather shirt, and they're screaming and hollering with erections because one man is on top of another man. He's trying to wiggle his way from under this other man in the Greco-Roman wrestling arena in the Roman Colosseum. And then that's why when he gets from under that hold, the other guy's penalized for not keeping him there. That comes from Greco-Roman wrestling. And so when you sisters put all that clown makeup on and that war paint, and you have those heels on and those high skirts on, like the Roman men used to dress up for the Roman weddings, you look just like a faggot. Same way when the woman and man got married in Rome. This is how sick the cracker is. They make the woman dress up in men's clothes to appear to make the woman look like a faggot. And that would arouse the groom. This is just how sick these motherfuckers are. The dog is their best friend. They walk up and down the street with the dog. Watch the dog eject turds out his ass. Hot turds out his fucking ass. With smoke coming out his fucking butt. They pick the turds up. Steaming hot fucking turds up with their hands. Put it in the trash, in the little bag that they have. And then they keep going. They sleep with these animals. Because this is where herpes came from. Herpes originated from humans and dogs having sex and kissing. Actually, it comes from kissing. That's why the sores, those cold sores, be around the mouths of people who have herpes. And so, this is, that's just a tidbit of consciousness to see the people that you look up to, the people that you're scared of on your job, your supervisors and all those other people that you are afraid to speak your mind to. This is the type of activities and behaviors they had off the clock. The spanking, the S&M and all this bullshit. These CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies with these $5,000 suits on with no underwear under the suit. At lunchtime they tell the secretary to hold all their calls because they're about to get spanked. And someone comes in there and spank them, and fucks them. Another man. So our liberation is very, very important. Because some of our people are beginning to incorporate these same behaviors and acquiring these same lifestyles as these snow monkeys and these ice apes and these cave bitches. The same behaviors and lifestyles. Just to be accepted. When I see 90% of the black men that work and have government jobs, that work in these Fortune 500 buildings, 99% of them are bisexual or homosexual. They hang with these crackers during happy hour. They accept and laugh at the jokes that are put upon them for acceptance, for job security. And then they'll show that they're really in by sleeping with the motherfucking white man. Because the white man by nature is homosexual. This is how sick our people are becoming. And see, that's why it's important for us to become liberated, so we can put an end and a halt to this shit, because it is going in the black community at a rapid pace. Because our thirst to live lavish has become so overwhelming that some of our most hardest alpha males are beginning to question themselves and are beginning to have second thoughts as to participating in these rituals. In other words, they are considering trading their manhood in for some paper. I know me, I don't have to have nothing forever. I will never conform to that shit. Never. Even in death, I will never conform to it. You got me totally fucked up. And you brothers and sisters need to think, use your goddamn head, and stand all the way up. Stand straight up, brothers. Stop slouching over for the benefit of being accepted by the system of white supremacy. It's just time to wake up, brothers and sisters, and get busy living. Stand all the way up. Get the hump out of your back. You know, we need to step to white supremacy and not be afraid of anything. You're not afraid of your brother. You'll take your brother's life. So why are you so afraid of this motherfucking Ice Age? Why? And he kills us softly. They use, the devil is so goddamn clever. When it's time for them to pay up, they play so innocent, like they've never done anything wrong. And they've done all the motherfucking wrong on the planet since we laid eyes on this motherfucker. And if you look at Christopher Columbus's history, when we first laid eyes on him, this is how bad these motherfuckers were. They said that they could smell the motherfucking boats and ships that they were on 7 miles before they even saw the ships. Before they visibly saw the ships, they smelt them 7 miles away. The stench of these motherfuckers from eating rats, ripping the head off rats on the ship, playing tag with human feces, throwing shit on each other, playing tag. You're it. Whoever has the most human shit on them is it. Raping each other, sexing each other down, sexing the animals down, then killing them and then eating them. And then they try to separate these motherfuckers and say those was just certain ones and they called them pirates. No. All of these motherfuckers. All of them. And so when they landed on these shores and they saw the peaceful native Africans here, because we've been here before anybody else, they came and took our kindness for weakness. The savage motherfucking cracker came and they raped and they pillaged and they stole and they murdered. And they've been doing it from that point on ever since, up to today. A black man can get in his car. He has to worry about whether he's going to come back home from going to get a loaf of motherfucking bread. Do you realize how much goddamn pressure that is? How much pressure that is? That you're going to get a loaf of bread and you don't know whether you're going to come back home or whether you're going to the fucking morgue. And while you're dead, they're sitting there lying on you, concocting a motherfucking lie up to give to the press to make it appear that the nigga was wrong. They do that every time they take one of us out. But when we take one of them out, it's a motherfucking tragedy. It's so, it's so bad. No one should ever get released from jail. We got brothers that been Panthers that been locked up 50 motherfucking years for shooting a racist goddamn devil motherfucking cop. And they have no picks. They have no picks. And then we sit and agree with these motherfuckers. Niggas like Jesse Lee Peterson. Off with your motherfucking head, faggot. You are the white man's nigga. And I believe that your ass is homosexual when it comes to the white man. Clarence Thomas, Steve Harvey, Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, Snoop Dogg, Diddy, Russell Simmons, Al Sharpton, Ray Hagans, Cedric the Entertainer. It's a lot of you motherfuckers. Cheryl Underwood, Oprah Winfrey, Gail, Ayanna, It's a lot of you motherfuckers. A lot of you. You play major roles in keeping the masses of black people sleep, comatose, and fucked up. Tyler Perry, Michael Jordan, responsible for the masses of our people being fucked up. Michael Jordan knows, he knows before the end of the first quarter of school, some kid will die over his shoes. He knows this and doesn't give a fuck. He has verbally said he doesn't give a fuck. It's about money to him. All he's worrying about is that white cave bitch he married. And them Ice 8 motherfucking babies. Them little goddamn Ice 8s. That's why his children despise him. See, some of you motherfuckers ain't nothing. Some of you motherfuckers are nothing. You're goddamn zeros. Cause you've been a boot-licking, butt-licking, buck-dancing, bamboozled, half-baked, half-fried, sissified, punkified, pasteurized, homogenized nigga. Goddamn boot-licking motherfucking jigaboo, porch monkey motherfucking slave-ass coon. That your existence in the black community should no longer be available, should no longer be here. You should no longer have access to anything black. Since you motherfuckers you want to take sides and you want to step on the side of your goddamn oppressor. Well, you do so. You do so. Because the people that I name, as of now, your goddamn ghetto pass and your pass to the black community. Ghetto pass is slang. I'm not going to use slang for this. Your pass to the black community as being any type of leader, hero, role model, or representative has been fucking revoked permanently. It's time we start making shit known. Because at some point, don't worry, brothers and sisters, these videos are going to go, they're going to go viral one day. One day they're going to go viral. And a lot of people are going to wake up. That's why I'm relentless with this shit. Because I'm a motherfucking mercenary when it comes to revolution and black liberation. I try to walk with the ancestors, with the Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, Nat Turner, Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Boukman Dada, and hundreds of others, Tubman, Webb Steele, and hundreds of others, those known and unknown, who put their lick down and gave their motherfucking life for our freedom and liberation. That we would not be here today if it weren't for them. So I walk strong and try to walk in the foot and the feet of our great ancestors. I stand at the feet of the ancestors, of the revolutionaries. That's the type of energy I have in me. That's the type of energy I'm working with. Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Old Testament Malcolm. New Testament Dr. King. Robert Williams. Queen Yah Santiwa. You know, we got Huey P. Newton, Bunchy Carter. You know, we have to be, you know, Fred Hampton. We have to stand strong. You know, if you want to be a warrior, all you got to do is open the portals up and let the ancestors ride. And you'll see. You know, Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Noble Jew Ali. Because like I said, it's not about whether you agree or disagree with them. You have to look at the mission that they were on, the missions that they took on, and they gave their lives. So how can some of you motherfuckers criticize the warriors and revolutionaries that laid their lives down and gave their lives, and you're still here? You haven't gave up shit, but a whole bunch of motherfucking criticism and a whole bunch of goddamn lip. Because you afraid. Like I said, you know, we gonna get ours. We just got to keep on picking away, keep on chopping away. Because I'm not gonna give up on my people. I'm not throwing the towel in. What about you? Are you throwing the towel in? Let me know how you feel. You know, I need some strong energy today. Send me some energy. So keep the fire lit that's inside of me. And I'll continue to do the same for you. Hotep, Black Power.